This farm is the cultural hub for this town. 100 years ago, a significant percentage of Americans worked on farms, and now farmer is not even an occupation that's listed on the U.S. Census. We've become very disconnected from the land, and I think land trusts offer an opportunity for people to be outside. They get to move around, they get to experience nature. They also get to see working farms. They get to see the farm through the seasons. 365 days a year, there are people coming here to learn, explore, relax. It's a really unique resource for everyone who lives in the area to come and experience nature, agriculture, community, education, and the Land Trust has spent the last couple of decades really building all of that in place. There's something for everybody. People really kind of have a hunger to connect with the natural world, and agriculture is very much a part of that. BTLT's commitment to keeping working farms as a part of open space really helps make that connection. What I've really come to understand about farming and my connection to this place is that by the calendar, we've been here for a generation. When I think about all of the farmers that have come before me and all that they've done to successfully grow crops here year after year and take care of the soil, I'm really proud to be another part in that to make it a little bit better for the next farmer that's coming behind me.
Kids are born with this genuine joy, and it is triggered when you are outside. The simple act of going out on a walk and looking at buds on a tree and wondering, is that going to turn into a leaf, a flower? You never know what's going to happen. The work we're doing is helping local kids connect with the place that they live. This is a great opportunity to bring to life the science learning and make it much more authentic and something that they can connect to because they're seeing it happening. So it just provides a lot of experiences that are really hard to replicate in the classroom. We're helping them see a river for the first time, go hiking for the first time, constant little discoveries that help provide these first opportunities for kids. For you to be able to have time outdoors with a little bit of structure and a little bit of freedom, and finding that perfect balance is so important. To learn more about the nature happening right here in their own backyard where they're growing up is a really terrific opportunity.
Having access to land is increasingly uncommon. Not everyone has the opportunity to have a backyard, let alone grow in their own space. So a community garden is really awesome because it's access. Community can be built around these green spaces too. So they're not just, a couple of trees in the woods. It's a trail network that you're passing your neighbors on. It's the garden that you're going through, that you're working with other volunteers. It's the farmer's market at Crystal Spring Farm where you're getting to be with community. That aspect of it is certainly the most important part of why we conserve land, not just for the protection and the necessity of conserving natural resources so that we have healthy environments to live in, but also that we can build community around these environments. Everyone comes here with sort of a different draw and desire, but ultimately you're coming here, you're getting to be around other people who are sort of interested in being outside, getting their hands in the soil, providing food for the community, and I think that's the coolest thing that's happening here.
How many shades of green can we count as we walk through the woods at the springtime? There are dark shades, light shades, everything you can imagine, and it is spectacular. And the same thing in the reverse in the fall. The land is an incredible teacher. It says, you know what? I'm here to take care of you, but you got to take care of me. For every turnip that you take out, for every tomato that you harvest, the land says, I've given you something. And you've got to understand that, because if you don't, I'm going to run out of things I can give you. Our most important resource in this world is our ability to feed ourselves off of the soil we've got. The land base that we use to produce our food in this world is incredibly fragile, and we got to take care of it. And I think our drive with not only conserving that land, but putting it back into production is something that we got to really help the public understand. We've gotten away from nature. To walk in the woods, to walk in the fields, to see a garden crop being produced, with a fly rod in my hand and looking at the water, and no matter whether I catch a fish or not, seeing the beautiful area that we live in is something that gets me centered back on what life is all about. We're in a very spectacular place, and we got to look at it in a way that will give that opportunity to as many people as we possibly can. Allow them to be here and to center themselves and to see nature as a way that life ought to be.